tips. Okay, so the last thing that we figured out yesterday was about the third eye from James. So we got a flyer from him. Yes. So now I think I want to go to this dude rounds to Ryan. And try to see if I can
questions, if you don't mind.
Ask him about this.
What do you know about this?
Not much.
So you've never seen this before? You don't know anything about Third Eye?
Well, I don't remember seeing it now.
You don't recognize any of the symbols on it?
No, sorry.
Yeah, you do. Where's the mask?
Aha. Ryan, you've just told me all about the moon symbols on the mask. Then you're claiming you don't know anything about the symbols on the flyer. It's all the same thing.
Oh, actually, yes. Sorry, yes, I do remember that.
So what did you know about Third Eye?
Oh, not much, really. Never came into contact with them.
That explanation was way too short. Ryan's definitely hiding something.
Yeah, that's true, but never came into contact with Third Eye. But can I prove that? Or symbol not used on the course? No. He only knows what he heard about Third Eye. By the way, remember, this is the first playthrough, so I will get stuck in different places and stuff like that, but that's part of the fun. Okay, so he's lying, obviously.
Have you ever heard of Salvia divinorum?
No. What is it?
It's a hallucinogenic plant, a legal one, at least for the moment.
I've no interest in drugs, Inspector. My job. That's the only drug I need. As trite as that may sound.
Do you know any students who may have used hallucinogens?
No. My students aren't interested in that kind of thing. Besides, no one is allowed drugs or alcohol onto the site. I don't think anyone has ever brought drugs to Atlas.
Do you have any medicines on site at all?
No, we're not allowed. Insurance purposes.
How's that not? What? Ryan doesn't allow drugs or alcohol onto Atlas premises. Ryan said that Kate was drunk at the meeting. Oh, she pre-gamed. Ah, of course, yeah. Ah, of course. That makes sense. Chugged.
Do you know what this is?
The entire alcohol factory before coming.
Looks like chopped tea bags to me. What is it?
I just thought you might know.
I don't know anything about plants, Inspector. What you should do is ask Rebecca. She knows far more about these things than I do. Messy things, growing things.
Putting things where they don't belong. Let's see. I don't know if we have any more contradictions on him right now. Let's see. Never came into contact with Third Eye. Only knows what he heard about the Third Eye. Has no interest in drugs. Wait. Didn't he say something about the phrase? I guess I don't. No student has ever doesn't keep any medicines on site.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Okay, well let's go to the other ones first, since we have new items. Talk to them about. Rebecca? I still haven't gotten the flashlight or whatever. Is there anyone here now? Nope.
A few more questions, if you don't mind. Have you seen this before?
This.
Don't take any notice of that.
Why?
James Wilson is a fantasist. He spends his time pretending to cast spells in the woods. He's not exactly a stable person. And, I heard that he was involved with growing cannabis.
Really?
Well, don't quote me on that.
So you don't think there's any truth at all to this?
None at all.
James heard James grows cannabis. No truth to the flyer. What did she say about the mosque? That makes sense.
That's all for the moment. Thank you.
Let's go and ask these two then. Where's Piku when I need him? The fuck was that? Okay. Strange. Some loud
Couple more
thumping
questions, if
IRL
that's okay.
randomly.
Have you seen this?
Yeah. It was all over college last year. James made it. Idiot.
So you don't agree with what I'm saying?
No, I don't agree with anything James says. He's absolutely crazy. He thinks that the government has been controlled by aliens and that we're all bugged. He's nuts.
What did she say about James before? Bottle belongs to Simon, yes. Hasn't seen the mask before. Wait, she... She tested the mirrors, though. I don't know. Probably not something, but... Yeah, because theirs he only says that they don't work.
Be back later on, if that's okay. Have you seen this before?
Oh, is this the thing that James did? Yeah, I've heard of it.
What do you know about all this? A third eye, I think they were called?
I don't really know anything about it. I mean, I've heard about Liam's death, but all I know about Three Eyes or whatever is on this flyer.
So you hadn't heard about third eye?
No, sorry.
Knows James made the flyer, doesn't know anything about Third Eye. Fuck. Let's see. Knows James made the flyer, doesn't know anything. Oh yeah, we haven't asked him.
Ever heard of Salvia Divinorum?
Salvia Divinorum.
Magic mint, same thing.
Oh yeah, you mean the drug? Yeah, I've heard of that.
Yeah, ever tried it?
Well, once or twice, yeah. But it's not really my sort of thing. It messes with your brain. I've never tried any other drugs either. Well, nothing like that. Nothing hallucinogenic.
Never tried any other hallucinogenic drugs. I'm just putting it there so that I can see. The bike is the killer. Okay, it's obvious that there's like super obvious things that I'm not seeing. Did you ask
Okay,
her
that's it
about
for
the
now.
drug?
Thank you.
Don't think we did. No.
Ever heard of Salvia divinorum?
Yeah, I've heard of it. It's a drug, isn't it?
Yeah, hallucinogenic drug. Ever tried it?
No, I've never taken any illegal substances.
She's never taken any illegal substances. Don't think it's relevant though. It doesn't seem like it's relevant to try to nail her on this. Like, ha, you've tried something before. Oh.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Is it something more with this guy, with Ryan?
A few more questions, please. Thank you.
No interest in drugs. No students has ever brought drugs to Atlas. Doesn't know anything about plants. I think this is so weird. Because he keeps mentioning that he used to read about satanic rituals and stuff like that. And apparently this is not a contradiction. No, that's not a contradiction, but yeah, whatever. This thing doesn't know how the finger symbols could be used. Fuck me. Like Liam Rogers. Me. Okay. Bird in the cage is a symbol used on the course. Has never bought a freedom necklace. Has seen students wearing the necklace. Hasn't tried Simon's homebrew. Hasn't? Thought it maybe was haven't, but I'm not an English dude. I need a pen to fiddle with. Like seriously. Not to write with or anything, just to fiddle with. That make so for some fucking reason it makes it easier for me to think if I have a pen in my hand. Like so. don't think we can prove that he came in contact with a third eye.
Thank you.
Can we
Probably be back later.
somehow prove that he has medicine on site? There's that dude again.
We're just starting a session, do you mind?
I'm terribly sorry. I'll leave you in peace.
That's it?
Ask you a couple more things, please.
But that was the jerk in the woods. I couldn't comment on that? Apparently not.
That's all for the moment. Thank you.
Okay, first and foremost, let me go through like every area again. And nothing here. They're still standing there. Shit! I wasn't supposed to do that. There we go. This is where we found James the first time, I believe. We still just found the flyer here. And he said, interesting. Maybe there's like a light turned on in here now. Wait, what? I can't even examine behind here now? Okay. I don't want to use tips because we have managed to not use one so far. Ring a ding a
Just a
ding
few
dong.
more questions, if you don't mind.
It's almost like my video game sense tells me that it's her turn to have a contradiction now. No, she has had contradictions before, apparently. Or something.
Be back later on, if that's okay.
Shit. Okay, I'll try them, those two once more.
Ask about a few more things, please.
Oh. This is Emma, of course. She argued, blah, 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 tried to persuade Kate not to blackmail. Ryan had an affair with Ryan. She's like admitted to everything. Almost now.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
When was she at college? Did we ever establish that? Was she at college last year? Probably. He knew about the stupid this thing. Yeah, but he doesn't recognize this particular mask. Okay. I've tried salvia a few times, never tried any other allergenic drug. Believes guilt doesn't serve any useful purpose. That's because you're a psychopath. I think we're at the point where we have to use our very first tip. Shit. Because I can't
That's
find
it for
anything.
the time being. Thank you.
Ah! Okay, the one thing that I haven't done is go to the very end of the road again. There's nothing here. That's the tip?
Tell me what you know, Jinx.
I'm a bit lost for ideas at the moment, to be honest, sir.
Anything else happened?
Not really. Did I mention the student in the woods? A rather obnoxious student carving a devil sign into a tree. Turned out Atlas used the symbol. Simon Thompson explained it. It's to do with a phrase they use on the course, the 3 freedoms. Ryan said he came up with it.
The 3 what?
The 3 freedoms. It's about getting rid of your past, or something.
Sounds as daft as that stuff James Wilson was going on about. Have you found out any more about that?
No, not really.
Well, do a bit of research. Find out what you can about this cult. Who ran it, where they were based. Find out what Ryan Rand knows about it, particularly.
Okay, Chief, I'll call later.
Righto.
Is that the tip that I'm getting? That was terrible.
Couple more questions, if that's okay?
Okay. So, this is the guy that has a contradiction. I'm presuming. You, Charlie? Let's see. Never came into contact with third eye. Damn it! Lola, damn it! Fuck me. If someone knows the exact thing that I'm looking for right now, it's fine. Say so. Because I'm really stuck now. Mask made by a friend who died last year. Symbol on mask represents 3 triple goddess. Do I have anything that can...
Thank you. Probably be back later.
There must be a contradiction somewhere. Piku!
Few more
I need
questions,
you.
please.
Welcome back, my good sir. I need you. I have no idea what to do now. We've been stuck on this for like 15 minutes so far. I have no idea what to do. We've gotten a bit longer. So we showed the flyer to Ryan. He said that he never had seen any other symbols or anything on the flyer. We called him out on the fact that the symbol was the same on the mosque that he recognized. So he replied to us that, oh yeah, he had seen the symbol before, but he didn't know anything about Third Eye, only knows what he heard about Third Eye, and never came into contact with them. But that's basically what we've gotten. And I went around to everyone else as well. Like, telling them about it. And they're just saying that they've never heard about it. And when I'm telling them about this drug, everyone says that they're not using or have used the drugs, or they've only heard about it. Stuff like that. Most likely, yes. Because I called the chief, I had to, and he said that I should find out what Ryan Rand knows. Oh, I just need to put my phone on charging. So it should be this guy. But these are the 3 like additional things we've gotten from this guy. Has no interest in drugs. No student has ever brought drugs to Atlas. Doesn't keep any medicines on site. That we can't disapprove either. Because I've been trying to walk around the site to see.
That's all for the moment. Thank you.
No shit. Because I can't go into the other room anymore. This room.
Ask you a couple more things, please.
Yeah, I think so as well. That he never came into contact with them is what I think is a lie. But I have no idea what we can contradict that with. Okay. Only knows what he heard. Never came into contact. Never came into contact. So now I have both like written down, so I don't need to go back and forth all the time. So now I can just see. Three months ago. According to James, yes. It's a cult in the village, indeed. We've tried these ones. I've tried to say that the mask was made by a friend, Barbara Ross. I tried to contradict those things with each other, but that doesn't work. Holy crap! Ugh. No. Yeah, the problem is, what the hell is the cult-based thing? So try hand symbol. Carving. Hand symbol carving, yeah. An Atlas freedom phrase.
Be back later on, if
What
that's
does
okay.
this say now? There must be a contradiction somewhere. Such a bad tip.
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
No shit. It's such a bad tip. Whoops. Why can't it just say the person that the contradiction is on, so we know that we're on the correct path? Because sitting like this could be the biggest waste of time that we've ever done. Yeah, he said that we were supposed to find out what Ryan Rands know about this cult thing. Because the first tip that I got was, you should call the chief for an update. You find something? Please tell me you found something. I don't know really. It doesn't say. Wait.
Aha.
According to the flyer, this Third Eye group was based at the village hall, is that right?
Was it?
Ah, that's where you were based, wasn't it? Yeah, you said you invented the Atlas phrase free to be free while you were based at the village hall.
So I did.
So you must have come into contact with Third Eye at some point.
Nice.
You were using the same hall.
Well, I'm afraid I haven't been entirely honest with you, Inspector.
Go on.
You see, Third Eye is, or was, Atlas under a different name. Sorry.
Atlas is Third Eye.
In a new improved form, yes.
And you ran Third Eye.
With Dad, yes.
So you must have known Liam. You didn't just meet him, did you?
Yes, I knew him, Inspector, but don't get your hopes up. All of this has been thoroughly investigated and cleared up.
You've been investigated about his death?
They dropped the case. We didn't have anything to do with it. Well, when I say drop the case, I mean a police investigation is one thing, but what the public thinks is another. They threatened to go public, and then James bloody Wilson started distributing his flyers, and that was it. No choice. It was an end to it.
You had to change the name.
We'd already paid the family an out-of-court settlement. Thought that was an end to it. But then James, his cronies, they wouldn't leave it alone. So we had to close down, buy a new place, rebrand. So eventually, we reopened here.
As Atlas.
As Atlas.
And it worked.
Up till now, yes.
So you knew James Wilson too?
We knew James, but he didn't know us as such. Oh, he was very quick to shoot us down, but he didn't do anything like actually coming to the course to see what he was about.
So James wouldn't know that you were now running Atlas?
Not unless he came to one of our courses.
And how much of all that stuff was true? ECT machines, brainwashing.
I'm afraid that exists only exclusively in the mind of Mr. Wilson. All we do is make better business people. We challenge their prejudices and presumptions. Why don't you come along and see for yourself? The course starts in 15 minutes. Excuse me, Inspector.
Maybe you wouldn't want to remove the microphone?
I can't come back now. Well, you have my car at the moment. All right. All right. See you later. That was Dad. I have to go back. You can come and meet him if you like.
Well, I might come and have a chat.
Come with me.
No cheats used?
To be perfectly honest, Dad's a great businessman, but he lacks...
That's not a cheat, apparently.
He does, however, believe in the power of the individual.
Hello, Professor.
Teacher, of course. Ryan! In here. Just coming. He's through here.
We're getting murdered now.
To whom do I owe the pleasure?
Detective Inspector Jenks.
Actually
I'm
looks like his
investigating
father.
a death in the village. I believe you knew Kate Vine.
Oh, I thought all this was dealt with, Inspector. You do know that Kate Vine was a gherkin short of a Big Mac. You do now.
Father.
You must forgive my son, Inspector. He still can't summon up the courage to come straight to the point. So what do you want to know?
Well, a few more questions if you don't mind.
But I do mind. I'm a very busy man. Try asking an intelligent question, like, do I mind being quizzed about a once promising student who turned into a useless drunk? Ryan, would you mind leaving us for a while?
I'll go back to the centre. I have one or two things to prepare. Call me if you need me, Dad.
You may begin, Mr. Holmes, although I'm not going to be able to help you. I don't have much to do with the course nowadays, so I can't give you any hard information.
That's as maybe, but we...
No, that's as is. But if you want my opinion, I'd be quite happy to give it to you. So, far away.
Okay.
How are you doing today, Professor? This guy seems...
Wow, Paul certainly doesn't take any prisoners. It's obvious who's pulling the strings in this family, and I wonder what they got up to in their previous guise as Third Eye. 8 o'clock already.
Sherlock's gnomes. Hopefully the background music can calm a bit now.
How well did you know Kate?
Hardly knew her at all. Met her a few times. But the course, that's about all.
So when was the last time you saw her?
Last Friday. I just popped out of the course and...
Yeah, it's not cold outside, that's for
about
sure.
7.
Did you speak to her then?
It's possible.
And how did she seem? Was she happy, sad, preoccupied?
She was drunk.
Do you know if Kate had lost this?
Yes.
Her driving licence?
How would I know that?
You didn't see it lying around anywhere?
No.
A fucking bicycle!
Did you know anything about Simon Thompson's bike?
No.
Why is it so important to tell everyone about the bike?
Have you seen this before?
Looks familiar. Where did you find it?
It was, in the woods.
Presumably had something to do with Kate or a killer.
Well, that's what I'm trying to establish.
Shouldn't it be in an evidence bag, Inspector, in case of contamination?
I didn't have one with me, unfortunately.
Well, don't go testing it for DNA, will you? It's got yours all over it.
Okay.
What do you know about this?
It's a freedom necklace. It's a symbol we use sometimes on the course. Little bird in cage flying away. Freeing themselves from their past is the analogy.
Shoot!
So do they get them when they join the course or something?
No, not as a rule. I think I bought one once as a present.
Oh, not for Kate, by any chance?
No, not for Kate. I can't really remember who it was for. A birthday present, maybe for one of the students.
Which student?
I've no idea.
That's going to become a meme on the channel now. I'm making sure of that. Who's the daddy and what does he do? But
Ever
you know
tried
about
Simon's homebrew? Simon Thompson?
No, I haven't. I
This.
haven't touched anything that has had Simon's fingers in it.
That's what she said?
What do you know about this?
Looks like a mask.
You don't recognize it?
Not particularly. Looks like a monarch mask.
What's a monarch mask?
Monarch is fancy dress outfitters. Ryan goes there sometimes.
I'm going to quit, by the way, at the latest around 8 p.m. because I suggested the game to Ella Jas, a Swedish streamer, a big Swedish streamer, and it seems like he took it. So it seems like he's going to try the horror game that I suggested to him around 8 p.m. Unless he actually found out about it on his own, that's even better. So I want to see his
Have you
playthrough
ever
of that.
seen one of these before?
I believe it's a scrying mirror, pagan thing.
Beautiful.
Ever used one?
Why would I use a scrying mirror?
So you have no interest at all in this sort of thing?
No,
Does the Atlas course use them at all?
not at all. Strange question.
Atlas doesn't use scrying on the course. It's so weird because scrying in Magic, when you're playing Magic the Gathering, means looking at the top card of your card deck, looking at it, then deciding if you want to put it back on top or at the bottom. So that's always what I'm thinking of when I hear the word scrying.
Could you tell me a bit about this?
Had it
Yes.
designed by an agency
And when was that?
last year.
Is that when you started the business?
Yes, I suppose so.
Oh, he does?
What did you hear about an argument in the pub last Friday?
I didn't go to the pub last Friday.
You didn't hear anything about an argument in the pub?
Should I have?
No, that's fine.
At the meeting. Oh, shit. Okay. Fine.
If I did this, would it mean anything to you?
I presume you've seen an Atlas student doing that.
Ah, so this is an Atlas thing.
Well, it wasn't exactly our idea. The students started doing it spontaneously to show commitment to the cause. Cute, really. Which student did you see doing that?
I'm not sure, but he was carving it into a tree. I told him to stop.
Did you really? Why?
Defacing public property.
That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. What's the punishment for that kind of thing nowadays? Prison sentence?
It's usually a fine.
All right. What about defiling public liberty? Does that carry a fine too?
Oddly enough, the student in question argued a similar point. Is that something you encourage on the Atlas course?
We encourage people who put ideas first and moral anachronisms second. The problem with the law, Inspector, is that it's out of date.
Well, I suppose that's a matter of opinion. However, you still respect it.
Respect it. I abide by it. We all play by the book, Inspector, but that's only because of the threat of possible incarceration.
What is it with this dude? It looks like he belongs in Lord of the Rings or something, the way he's talking. Oh shit, there's so many things that we haven't asked him about.
How well did you know Liam?
Liam who?
Liam, who took his life.
Oh. Well, as far as I remember, he was a good student, confident, outgoing.
You didn't notice any problems?
I believe he had problems at home.
Were you there when he died?
Yes.
And afterwards? You didn't see him after the meeting?
No.
What was Liam like that night?
No. Apart from being drunk, or possibly because
Being
of that,
drink.
he seemed perfectly happy.
He was drunk.
Well, I assume the bottle in his hand contained whiskey and not lemonade.
Lots of similarities to Kate, don't you think? Drinking, depression. Is that normal for the students?
People come into the Atlas course
was
with quick
drink,
solutions to their problems. And when they don't get them as quickly as they might have liked, sometimes their impatience gets the better of them.
But he said that he saw Liam had been drinking all night at the seminar. But Ryan said they never allowed alcohol on the site. But I can't contradict that, because that's something that Ryan said, and I can't contradict what Ryan said with what he said. Yeah, you're right. So it has to be mentioned here somehow.
Can you tell me a little about
In
the
one of
Atlas
these.
phrase, free to be free?
Where did you hear that?
I was talking to one of your students.
It's a little phrase we conjured up to summarize our objectives.
What is your objective, if you don't mind me asking?
Mine, or do you mean the course's objective?
On the course.
The objective of the course is to free people from bondage. We teach that most people are crippled by their past, by guilt, their attitudes, their beliefs, all that kind of nonsense.
Guilt cripples people.
Feeling guilty in business is like a meat eater feeling guilty in an abattoir. Guilt comes from the archaic emotional centers of the brain. It's a vestige of our animal ancestry, that's all. In business, you heed it at your peril. I'm sorry, Inspector. My house appears to be haunted. Would you mind closing the door?
So, you believe that guilt has no place in business?
None at all. I have few beliefs, Inspector, but that's one of them.
And what if you have done something wrong?
Well, that's the whole point. Guilt has nothing to do with it.
Interesting opinion.
Why does, like, weird stuff happen from time to time? Is it try to throw us off the scent of what he's talking about, or?
Know what this is, by any chance?
I've no idea. Gardening isn't my kind of thing. Rebecca would probably know. I presume you've met Rebecca.
Yes,
I'm sure she'd enjoy telling you what it is. She's the kind of woman who likes to feel superior. Would probably marry a millionaire and then decide to run her own pub.
Yes, why was that?
Well, she isn't exactly housewife material. She likes to be in control, like Wyatt. Shame, isn't it, that I'm in control of both of them?
Yeah, one or the other.
Have you ever heard of Salvia divinorum, or magic mint?
Sounds like it might be a drug.
It's a hallucinogenic plant. Legal, as a matter of fact.
I'm not a drug taker, Inspector. I have no enthusiasm for voluntarily poisoning your brain.
And you've never seen anyone on the course taking it?
Well, if someone had, they wouldn't have done it openly. We don't allow drugs or alcohol in our course. We like to tell the students that success is the best.
He said it now.
Whether you buy into that, of course, is another matter.
So now I can probably contradict this with what he said about Liam.
Aha. So if you don't allow drink or drugs onto the site, why did you allow Liam to drink whiskey all night?
Well, we did give him various warnings. Did try to stop him, but didn't work.
He's lying.
But you let him stay on the course?
Yeah,
Tie him to the chair.
Couldn't throw him out. This isn't a primary school, Inspector. We're not the police. We can't enforce these rules. If they pay their fees, they're entitled to stay on the course.
And what if they want to take drugs?
As long as they do it with discretion, frankly, I don't care if they want to wipe or inject paint stripper all over their faces.
Do you store any alcohol at Atlas?
No.
Is there a kitchen?
Why, do you want to go down there and check?
Well, obviously you wouldn't mind if what you're saying is true.
Of course I wouldn't mind. It's past the lavatories down the corridor, but you won't find any drugs in there or alcohol.
Whether I find alcohol at Atlas or not, it probably isn't particularly relevant. But it's worth a look anyway.
What do you know about this?
So you've been graced with Goebbels' company already, have you? James, our local minister for propaganda. I suppose Ryan already told you about our actual previous incarnation.
He explained, yes.
Did he tell you anything scandalous?
Not unless you count the suicide.
Oh. These things happen.
Was it your idea?
The suicide?
Third eye.
Yeah, I suppose it was. As my son had started to atrophy, I decided I ought to give him something to do.
And third eye was the same as Atlas, teaching business skills.
Very similar.
So Liam's death didn't prompt you to make any changes?
There was nothing we could do about Liam's death, Inspector. Any more than we could do anything about Kate's. It was out of our control.
You can't blame me for wondering, Paul. 2 student deaths in 2 years?
It's called a coincidence, Inspector. I expect they ate fast food also. But you're not investigating all the local chippies, are you?
Come again? Guess not. Wait, I can press on this again? The chief? Last saw her at the meeting on Friday around 7 p.m. Insist he didn't buy it for Kate. Can we nail him on the fact that he has met Kate more than a few times? Yeah, so you're suggesting that maybe we should go to... Go to the Kitcheroos.
Okay, that's it for now.
No problem. So now I can...
I get the feeling I might be seeing a lot of Paul tonight.
Where am I? Paul Ryan house. So I'm here. Let's head to Atlas. Let's look in the Kitcheroos.
So the kitchen must be down the corridor there if what Paul said is true.
Ah, they're drugs. That looked like drugs to me.
Interesting. Well, there's a TV right there with a DVD player. I don't think anyone will mind if I have a quick look at this.
Do not move. Try this first, I guess. I never had one of these, the like DVD TVs. Oh Christ.
Freedom, true freedom, means freedom from many vices that society had traditionally believed to be virtues. Self-criticism, self-doubt, guilt. Ladies and gentlemen, these are not virtues. These are sins, born of a fake morality implanted deep within our minds and collective consciousness by governments and religions through the ages, with the sole purpose of preventing the masses, stopping us
Holy shit.
from achieving the same success, happiness, and freedom enjoyed by those at the very pinnacle of society. I'm going to show you that common morality is nothing more than the cynical creation of an elite desperate to stay in power. An elite hell-bent on preventing you from reaching your full potential by making you feel guilty for pursuing success. But the good news is that you can take back control. You can become the success you deserve to be. Atlas will give you a unique and powerful advantage. Life in all its technicolor glory can be yours. All that you have to do is to stay, embrace it, enjoy it, and learn to love your ambition. Welcome to Atlas.
What the actual shit? It was like a Sith movie. Recruiting to the Empire. Gets brainwashed. We found a DVD.
Well, that was odd. Looked like someone pickpocketing, but why make a video of it?
What the hell? Is it the same DVD? Yes. Okay. Was that supposed to give me anything? I didn't get a single like bling from this. But I saw drugs. Maybe it wasn't supposed to look like drugs. Yes, it was marked with that. Maybe we can ask someone about that DVD. They left it in a kitchen drawer for some reason. Yeah, a bit too hard into it.
Let yourself go. Feel your soul lifting. Then wait for the moment to break free. Then break free. Excellent, Hannah.
Well,
Could you come back later, please?
what's going on here?
What the fuck?
Please, leave.
Sorry, Ryan, there's a few more questions I have to ask you yet, and time's ticking by. Okay.
Yes, this is a business course. Doll burning ceremony. Okay. What the actual fuck? This is weird. Oh yeah, he's not there anymore. There were multiple people in the city, right, that went to... Okay, there's a reason why they're doing this. What? Remote control lock. Oh shit! Hold on. Nice. Oh shit.
So, those are Ryan's guitars, kept in a garage. Not really the best place to keep them.
Wait. 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 Red, hello and welcome back. Maybe there's someone here now? No. She said that there was a band playing on a regular basis. Here.
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
Does Ryan play the guitar?
He tries. He does keep wasting money on them, though. I think he believes if he buys the right one, he'll suddenly turn into Jimi Hendrix. It's sad, really. I just let him play in his room. As long as he plays in there, I don't mind.
But but we found them in the garage. Can't we? Okay.
Do you know anything about this?
No, sorry. Ask Ryan.
Some sort of porn thing? Damn it! It's obvious that it's his guitars! Rawr! Me
What do you
sad
know about
panther.
doll burning at Atlas?
Only that it's part of the course. I'm not entirely sure what they're for, but I made dozens for him.
You made them.
Oh, Ryan can't make anything. He's practically dyspraxic.
What does this practic mean? I'm not an English dude.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
I think we need to go to Emma now. Emma and Simon.
Couple more questions, if that's okay.
So weird. When it comes to their garage, he opened the garage door, saw 3 guitars, then closed it again.
Have you seen this before?
No? Don't think so.
Homemade porno film, lady, with you in it.
What do you know about doll burning?
Doll burning, I think, was something that they did on the course. Simon mentioned it.
Oh, they didn't do that when you were there?
No.
Where did she say that? It's like way up here somewhere. Ah, it doesn't make sense.
What do you know about Ryan's guitar collection?
I know he plays because he tried to buy one off me.
Do you play?
I used to. I used to be in a band, but I was a singer as well, so I got away with it.
Singer as well?
Yeah, I used to sing in a band every night. But sometimes it was in a pub, but usually at Rebecca's.
What was that called?
It was
Blackstone?
called Blackstone. And this guy from a record company once came to see us, and he said the band was rubbish, but that I was good. So after that, I don't think they liked me much, and then we broke up after college.
Can't hide talent.
But then we knew she was in the same band as Liam.
Aha.
That band you sang in, Blackstone. Who else was in the band?
Just a few people from college.
Including Liam?
Yeah.
Why did you say you didn't know him?
No, it's not that. I just thought you meant that I didn't know about his suicide.
Did you?
No, I was away on holiday.
When he died?
Yeah, I only knew him through the band.
She definitely knows more than she's saying. She was in a band with Liam, but didn't know about his problem. I'm not sure I believe you, Emma.
Yeah, but how does that? No. Now his breath starts again. Listen. Is it? God. First dual bassist band. That would be quite cool though. One has a bass that sounds like a bass and the other has a bass that sounds like a guitar. But I don't think we can nail her on anything else right now, except for Puss Puss. I think we need more things. Kazoo.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Yeah, that's what royal blood does as well. But it would be cool to like spread it over 2 people. That sounded weird.
Have you seen this before?
No. No, sorry.
Yeah. Oof.
What do you know about doll burning?
Not on the course. It's a ritual thing. It's getting rid of things that you don't need. Throw it into the fire.
And that's a good thing?
Well, yeah, it helps you getting rid of things you don't need, so you can move on and take control again.
So what are the masks for?
They're just to help you get into the right frame of mind. Just get you into the zone, you know, help with the trance.
A trance?
Yeah. It's like It's like self-hypnosis. We do it on the course sometimes. It's just to help you get into the right frame of mind, you know?
So you hypnotize yourself? How do you do that?
Just stare into a mirror and chant something, you know, just say the same thing over and over again. Or
Yes.
you can just close your eyes and put yourself into a trance. Some people can do that.
And that's safe?
Well, yeah. Hypnosis doesn't work the way that most people think it does. You can't just be hypnotized if you don't want to be hypnotized. But you can learn to hypnotize yourself.
What did you say it was called? Auto-hypnosis?
Self-hypnosis, auto-hypnosis, same thing, really.
I think Simon was a bit too quick to play down the role of auto-hypnosis on the course. I'll have to ask around about this.
What? Course. Blah, blah, blah. Didn't he say something about? Oh yeah, okay. That doesn't make sense. And we're getting somewhere now.
What do you know about Ryan's guitar collection?
Not a whole lot. I know he brought a guitar to one of the groups once, at the end of one of the stages. That's the only time I've seen him with a guitar.
I got a passport again recently because you have to have one now in Norway. Even though you're only inside of Norway. Just because of security reasons with the bank and everything. I look like a serial killer on the picture. Looks like I've just been caught like trafficking like 100 kilo of drugs and killed 3 people.
That's all for the moment, thank you.
No, damn it! Oh, I should go over to Emma again.
A few more questions, please. Thank you.
Do you know what auto-hypnosis is?
It's some type of self-hypnosis, isn't it?
Yeah. Have you ever tried it?
No, I haven't. But I think Kate was into it. She learned it from when she went to Atlas.
And what did she
No,
tell
it
you
said
about
passport on my end at least.
Not a lot, really. I think it helped her. I think she used it as a sort of self-meditation.
I think it only said passport on mine. That doesn't matter though, because I don't have a driver's license. Believe it or not. Because when that was relevant for me, I lived in a large city, so I didn't mind not having a driver's license. It's different now, but now the money situation is totally different as well. So. Kate used auto-hypnosis as a self-medication. Huh. But she seems to know so much about her.
Be back later on, if that's okay.
Where did you study? Body found. Let's ask James. Kongsberg. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, I studied in Trondheim, so. So it was like bus every 10 minutes. I remember running to the bus a couple of times. Then it was like, oh shit, I didn't make it. I guess I'll have to stand here for 8.
Please?
No, I guess I have to stay here for 8 minutes then. And wait for the next bus.
What do you know about doll burning?
Doll burning? What sort of doll burning?
It doesn't mean anything to you.
No. Should it?
No, that's okay.
Oh, he's right. It shouldn't mean anything to him.
Ever heard of auto-hypnosis, James? Self-hypnosis.
Yeah.
And what do you know about it?
It's another name for scrying. Some people call it auto-hypnosis, I call it scrying.
Right. So you're saying scrying is just self-hypnosis?
Scrying? You can scry on anything. I don't use a mirror. I can scry watching the clouds. Maybe the water on a lake in the moonlight.
And when you're watching the water, what happens? You go into a trance.
You lose yourself in your unconscious. You go deeper and deeper. You swim around. Try not to go too deep. Because if you go too deep, you start drowning. Then you get dragged down to the bottom. As long as you stay swimming, come to the surface again. Then you wake up and see the world as it really is.
Holy Christ.
It's a journey to a place people talk about, but no one's ever seen. You're thinking about Kate, aren't you?
What makes you say that?
She bought a mirror. Sold her one last year.
Was she into using mirrors like that?
No idea. But she bought one.
We already
Right.
know that she was. Emma told us.
Seen this before?
No, what is it?
Do you recognize it?
No. Should I?
Okay, so he says that the hypnosis thing. No. This. Crying. So he says that's the same thing. So that's probably what a lot of these people used these mirrors for. I'm guessing. But I don't think we can contradict this
Thank
guy
you.
with anything. I
Probably
think
be
this
back
guy is
later.
sort of useless now. But I think we should go to Paul again. And ask him about stuff even though I don't want to. Because he's making me
Just a
uncomfortable.
few more questions, if you don't mind.
Seen this before?
The writing looks familiar, but no.
Now he all of a sudden needs to have glasses on? Thinks the writing look familiar.
What can you tell me about doll burning at Atlas?
Not very much. It's one of Ryan's ideas. My son is under the illusion that he's a genius.
Okay.
Does Ryan play the guitar?
Ryan? Ryan couldn't get a tune out of a radio. He's tone deaf.
Okay, so he's never tried to go professional.
If he did try, it was never going to happen.
Seems like a great father.
Can you tell me more about the auto-hypnosis techniques used on the course?
We don't use hypnosis on the course.
Not at all.
Not anymore.
So, how was it used?
Hypnosis is probably the wrong word, Inspector. It's nothing to do with the trances or things like that. It was meant to force... to help students.
Did you force them?
You can't force anybody into being hypnotized. You have to want to be hypnotized. It's not something out of your control. You can't be hurt or damaged in any way by hypnosis.
So you've never put pressure on students to enter into hypnosis?
It would be impossible to do so.
I think this guy has another contradiction now. Radio. Mein Radio. Damn it. impossible to be hurt or damaged by hypnosis. How is that impossible? Not possible to force student to be hypnotized. Can I ask?
That's it for the time being. Thank you.
Can I ask Ryan about things again now? Or is he going to be pissed? Oh.
Whoa! Whoa! The DVD! That's all they took. It must have been deliberate. Someone clearly wanted that back. Nice and helpful of them to leave a piece of evidence behind, though.
He jumped him in the middle of the woods? A bag from a shop called Monarch Costumes was used during the mugging. They're still there. They're probably the killers. Okay, that was weird. The sound that he made. Oh, whoa! Okay. But it said that I could use that. Why can I use it? Oscar reward. There's no use for the bag used in Jenk's mugging here. Sorry. Maybe I can ask at the pub? No? Why can I use that item?
Ask about a few more things, please.
Have you seen this before anywhere?
Well, I know the shop, costume shop just outside the village.
Ever used it?
Not personally, but I think Ryan might have.
Thank
Just
you.
outside.
Probably be back later.
So it's that stupid ass dude again that I can't remember the name of. Killing in the name of.
Couple more questions, if that's okay.
Seen this anywhere before?
Nope.
Nice, thank you. That was very helpful.
That's all for the moment. Thank you.
Dickhead.
A few more questions, please.
Knock, knock, knock.
Do you know the shop? Have you used it?
No, but I know where it is.
Tell me then! We got mugged! Someone put a paper bag over our head and took the DVD away from us. On our way to the to Atlas again. But they left the bag.
Be back later on, if that's okay.
It was such a weird scene. I was just walking around in the woods, then someone put the paper bag over our head. And it was like, whoa!
Seen this? You know the shop?
Yeah, I know the shop. I hired something from them last year, I think.
This is for a party, I assume.
Yeah, something like that.
Come on, it's obvious that he... Oh! Oh! I'm saying, oh, oh.
Okay, that's it for now. Thank you.
Oh yeah, I asked her as well. Fuck me.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
It's obvious that he hired customs for the frackin' stupid ass thingy-majiggy.
Ask you a couple more things, please.
Of
Have
course.
you seen this before?
No, I don't think so.
You don't recognise the shop?
No.
Is there someone else who works at Atlas? Someone who may have been there tonight?
No. There's a cleaner. Comes at strange times, but then he's a strange boy. Work experience.
As a cleaner?
Well, we did try him in accounts, but it didn't work out.
Yeah, it was, I don't know. Atlas cleaner visits at strange times. Oh yeah, sure. You can't see my legs now, right? No, good. I'm wearing shorts. I don't know the TOS around it. Doll burning was Ryan's idea. Okay, so doesn't know where the bag is from. Seems highly unlikely. But we can't ask Ryan about this stuff now because we can't get into contact with him because he's running a course now from 8 to 9 p.m. I'm presuming. So we need to find a contradiction, or we need to find somewhere where this item can be used. But I can't see where this can be used. No, we can't talk to Ryan now. He's running a course, so we can't interrupt him again. We interrupted him one time. That's when we found out about the doll burning. But we can't interrupt him again. Which is quite annoying. And I'm guessing if I look at the hint now... if I look at the hint now, I'll get that there's a contradiction.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Hold on. We'll call the chief. The chef. Seems like they want me to call this guy from time to time.
Yes, Jenks.
Sir, I've been assaulted. Mugged.
What did they take? The hat?
No! A DVD I found, sir.
Was it a dodgy?
Well, I don't think so, sir, but obviously someone wanted it back. Put a bag over my head.
What did they do that for?
I've no idea. It's quite disorienting, actually.
Did you keep the bag?
Yes.
Right, we'll find out where it came from. Someone must know about it.
All right, Chief. I'll call later.
Can't wait.
Yeah, a lot of people know where the bag is from. But that doesn't help me one iota because I can't head outside. I can't head out! I think we've asked everyone about the bag. That we can ask, because we can't... Maybe if I go back now, I can interrupt him? Since I now know... yeah. Since I now know that he probably used the shop, maybe I can just barge in there now. Oh no. Now it's going to be one of these again. What? Rebecca? Really? Oh, we didn't talk. Maybe we didn't talk about the auto.
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
Oh shit.
Do you know anything about hypnosis used on the Atlas course?
Are you sure you mean hypnosis or the power of persuasion?
What's the difference?
Not a lot. But if you want someone to do something, it's usually easier to ask nicely.
Atlas used persuasion techniques.
Well, don't all businesses use it, Inspector? Ever heard of advertising?
Okay. Yeah, I did ask her about the bag. I didn't ask her about the auto hypnosis, but we did ask her about the bag. But suggested hypnosis is similar to persuasion. What did she say about the scrying mirror? Okay. Okay.
That's all for the moment, thank you.
Me neither. And I think the problem is now if I try to display a hint, it says it's going to say, yeah, oh yeah, maybe we can try to go back now. It's probably one of those weird games where everything has to happen in the correct order. Or not. She. I can only search the kitchen. And we've seen everything that's here. But I don't know why we can use the bag. So weird. Maybe it's just because it's an actual item. Yeah, I feel like we're missing something here too. It's just that I can't figure out what. Is that a cat mug? 10 out of 10. Oh, you got it? We'll go back to Paul.
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
I like playing this with people that haven't played it before. That's kind of cool. I like that. What is your suggestion, Piku? Go to the mosque. Oh shit!
Aha.
Do you visit Monarch Costumes a lot?
Nice.
I used to go in there occasionally. Why?
But you do know the shop.
Yes, of course I do.
You see, Paul, I thought you said you didn't know where this bag was from.
Well, maybe I do.
This was used to put over my head, Paul, by a mugger. Would you like to tell me something?
Are you suggesting that I had something to do with your mugging?
Did you?
You really ask the most ridiculous questions. Of course I didn't.
So why did you lie about the shop?
Well, I didn't have anything to do with your mugging, Inspector, but I might know of somebody who did.
Go on.
Did Ryan mention Jason to you, the cleaner? Unfortunately, Ryan at some point told Jason that the DVD mustn't be removed from the site. So, when he saw you take it, he simply thought that he was doing us a favour by getting it back. He isn't exactly what you'd call one of Darwin's best examples.
So what's on the DVD that's so special?
All right, it was something I did myself, a little stunt I pulled to amuse the students.
What kind of stunt?
I pretended to steal from the students. I emphasize the word pretended. The students knew all about it afterwards. Everything was above board.
Steal from students? Why?
We were doing a piece about pushing the limit, so I decided I would show them how it was done. Oh, don't look so serious, Inspector. I returned everybody's things immediately afterwards. No harm done.
And when was this?
Last year sometime.
At Third Eye or Atlas?
Third Eye, I think.
And this was before or after Liam died?
Well, since you'll probably find out anyway, it happened to be on the night that Liam died, as it happens. Before you ask, no, I didn't steal from him.
Do you think it's a good idea to encourage students to steal, Paul?
I wasn't encouraging students to steal. Policemen are so literal. Life is shades of grey, Inspector. Much as the Force might
As long as it's not 50.
it doesn't divide neatly into blacks and whites.
Now, if you don't mind, you'd have to excuse me for a moment. You know where the door is.
Oof.
I see he was quick enough to claim he didn't steal from Liam. What kind of stunt was that anyway? And Liam dying later the same night? It's just all a bit too suspicious.
Okay, so now we have a new thing that we can ask everyone about. Okay, let's go to the most useless person in the entire game. He's going to say nope.
Couple more questions, if that's okay.
He didn't
Be
even.
back later on, if that's okay.
He didn't even say nope. Jinx. Hey, I'm playing Jinx. You son of a bitch.
A few more questions, please. Thank you.
What do you know about Paul Rand?
Paul the Slime.
You've obviously met him then.
Yes, I have.
What do you know about him committing a fake theft during one of the courses?
What, about him going through people's bags? Yeah, he tried that thing on me as well, weirdo.
So you were at Third Eye?
Yes. Yes, I went there for a few months after college and I left because I hated it. And I didn't know Atlas was the same thing. And I went with Simon.
Does Simon know that?
No. I didn't want to burst his bubble, so I didn't say anything.
So he doesn't know you went to Third Eye?
No.
Ah! So is that where you met Ryan as well?
Yep.
Right. What didn't you like about the course?
Well, it was stupid. They just made you do things to other people and be abusive just to prove that you could, and I absolutely hated it.
What sort of things?
Oh, just stupid things. Nasty things to prove that you could do it. It was about not feeling guilty. And it was horrible. That's why I left.
And is Simon doing all of this stuff now?
No, I think they had to stop because it was just getting ridiculous. I think somebody got arrested or something.
Very interesting.
Someone got arrested? Don't think there's any contradictions here.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
I don't know. Hard to tell, really. I think like all of the characters have their all. I don't know. I really enjoy the game. The game is really interesting, and I really enjoy the concept of having to find out where they're contradicting what they're talking about and stuff like that. But I think every single character in the entire game overacts. But my least favorite character is probably Paul. Paul or Ryan. One of the two. But every single character in this game overacts. Including Jenks.
What do you know about Paul stealing money from students? Part of a stunt or something?
What, did he do that? I've never heard about anything like that. No, it might be part of the risk-taking thing, though.
Explain that.
Well, it's part of the course. You have to do something dangerous or risky, something you wouldn't normally do.
Something dangerous?
Well, not dangerous, just
Yeah.
risky. Like saying something you wouldn't normally say to someone, or doing something unusual.
Like stealing from other students?
Well, we didn't do anything like that, but you have to tell everyone at the end of the course anyway. And you're not allowed to do anything that would hurt or offend anyone, or you're not allowed to do anything really bad. It's all pretend, really.
It seems a bit odd for a business course.
It works, though.
Yeah, I think so as well. Even though Paul annoys me. He doesn't seem like he should be in this sort of setting.
That's it for the time being, thank you.
Don't think there's any contradictions with him either. Let's go to Rebecca Black. Wait, what? Holy Christ. Died? He doesn't seem that old. This
Ask you a
game
couple
is...
more things,
Or
please.
maybe this game is like super old? That doesn't make any sense though.
Did you know about Paul's money stealing?
Oh shit,
at
yeah, so he
Atlas?
died quite young then.
Are you talking about a particular incident or just in general?
It's something he did on the course. Stunt.
And what did he do exactly?
Oh, well, he pretended to steal from the students.
That doesn't ring a bell. Paul's stunts usually involve throwing fancy dress parties with scantily clad girls or women dressed as nurses. That's his usual fetish.
78?
When was the last party he threw?
Sometime in the summer. I didn't stay long.
What the hell? Yeah, he looked pretty good to be 74. Yeah, indeed. I thought it was like 63, 64-ish. Somewhere around that area. Last party Paul threw was sometime in the summer.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Since he got rung up on the phone, am I supposed to walk back here now? To see him talking with his father about something? Oh, Emma has another one? I don't think we can talk to Ryan again before we get a notification that the timer has gone for an hour again. Like this thing. So Emma has another contradiction? Maybe I should have written down all of these things.
Just a few more questions, if you don't mind.
Yeah, that's the one I'm on. Is it something with that one? It's one of those for sure. Maybe he knew about the fact that he... Hmm. You found it? What day? The day that Liam died last year. Yes. Oh. Oh shit. Oh shit.
Aha.
So, you witnessed Paul's money-stealing stunt, is that right?
Yes.
But you weren't there when Liam died.
No.
Don't quite understand that, you see, because Paul pulled the stunt on the same night. Liam died later that evening.
I must have got mixed up.
So you don't know anything about Liam's death, even though you were there on that night?
No.
Emma. I think you better explain, don't you?
It was the stupid course, wasn't it?
Go on.
Well, we were all told to do stupid things, and then that thieving thing happened, and so...
Take a breath, Emma.
Liam killed himself because of me.
What?
Why?
Liam had a birthmark on the side of his face. And no one would mention anything, even though we all knew it was there.
She made fun of him, and he killed himself.
And they all thought it was ugly. So I thought I'd say something, and I even asked Paul if it was okay to say it.
And what did he say?
He said he wouldn't mind. Then Liam killed himself. Liam's dead because of me.
Well, Emma, I'm quite sure you regret what you said, but I really don't think you caused Liam's death. There's always more to these things than meets the eye. It wasn't your fault.
We can't tell Simon, please.
Simon doesn't need to know. Don't worry.
He's sitting in the next room.
Thank you.
Telling you all about the affairs and crying, and now someone killed themselves because of you. You thought so, at least.
9 o'clock. Poor Emma. I suppose it's possible that what she said led to Liam's death, but I really doubt it. I blame the Rands before I blame her.
The background music is so loud now. Yes, for sure. Oh shit, I'm not supposed to go here. Wait, there's people there? The background music needs to stop.
Do you think Emma's criticism of Liam on that last night led to his suicide?
I doubt it helped.
Did you encourage Emma to criticize him?
I didn't encourage Emma to do anything.
No problem.
I merely told her what we tell every student to do, to express themselves as they want to. It would be out of order to criticize them after that, wouldn't it? However, I didn't expect her to criticize his birthmark, if that's what it was. That's a decision she took herself.
So you didn't know her well?
No, not at all.
Hardly knew Emma. That has to be a contradiction somewhere. Hmm. Hmm. Okay, let's go to the other people first. Is something that's going to happen again when I go here now? No. Can I talk to him now? Oh. The class seems to be over. Which means that I can probably talk to him again. Nice.
Couple more questions, if that's okay?
Holy shit, we have so much we haven't asked him about.
So tell me more about this doll burning.
It's a symbolic ceremony we perform every few weeks on the course.
What's it about?
It's about burning your old personality and finding a new one, a better one.
So the dolls are...
You. They represent you from the past. Each doll has a picture of the student as a child or a teenager, and they burn the doll and symbolically destroy their old personality. It's quite simple but effective, I find.
And why did that girl shout?
Because it's an emotional thing. She's quite clearly become very attached to her doll. They do spend the first month with them. We tell them to take the doll everywhere with them before they actually go through the doll burning.
And you believe that's a good thing? Destroying your past?
Of course it's a good thing, Inspector.
Spectre.
We're all shackled to our past, particularly you by the sound of it, perhaps. Perhaps we should make a doll of you, Inspector, and burn that. What do you think?
No, thank you.
You're probably right. I'm not sure it would do any good anyway.
Ouch. I need to make myself some food. I'm quite hungry. That takes about 2 minutes, 1 or 2 minutes. But I can start something because my kitchen is right over there, so I'll be able to have the headset on while I make food. This is not a cooking stream. I'm making bread thingies. I'm only having 2 like slices of bread. Eat peach? What the shit? Bread cooking stream thingies. Okay, I can still
I
hear
didn't
him.
realize you were a musician.
Oh, well, I'm not really a musician. I mean, I dabble a little bit. To be quite honest with you, I'm far more interested in collecting guitars.
You're not in a band?
Well, I did audition. I did audition a few years ago. When I say a few years ago, of course, I mean about 20 years ago. Doesn't time fly?
What band was that?
Oh, I can't remember. Something Stone. Aren't they all called something Stone? Hammerstone. That's it.
And you still collect?
I haven't bought a guitar for over a year. I feel I've moved on.
Wait. Did it feel you moved on? Hold on. Husker nå.
Can you tell me about auto-hypnosis?
Well, what would you like to know?
Do you use it on the course?
We dip into it occasionally, but it's not a major feature of the course. I would say that, well, a minority of the students know how to use it, but the majority wouldn't know and have a clue.
It's not a requirement of the course.
No, not at all. We don't ask people to do things that they're not comfortable with. There's no bribery, no coercion. We're thinking about phasing auto-hypnosis out, actually.
What's the reason for that?
Well, to be perfectly honest with you, Inspector, it doesn't actually work very well.
Emma and hold on. That doesn't make sense though. They're all stone nowadays. Because he said Simon said that they had to do something that they were not comfortable with.
Do you know what this is?
Well, I think it's a bag. Is it a bag, Inspector?
The shop.
Oh, yes, the costume shop. Yes, we used to hire from them.
For the course?
Well, yes. For the course, at the end of each stage, we have a little party, and we ask students to dress up or try acting out being somebody new, their new selves, as it were.
Could you explain a bit more? New selves?
One of the main elements of the course is learning how to act, how to be whoever you need to be in any given situation. I think you'll agree, Inspector, that business is about being the right person in the right situation at the right time. What it does, it helps them to detach themselves, become somebody new, pretend, you know, that kind of thing. It's surprising what a little bit of cross-dressing can do for you, Inspector. You should try it.
Not at this stage.
I'm having bread now. Because it's easy.
What do you know about your father's money-stealing stunt?
Oh, well, yes, that was something that Dan decided to do as part of the shock aspect of the course.
But he went too far, you believe?
He usually does.
And do you think it did have anything to do with Liam's death?
No. Liam wasn't like that at all. I mean, that was just a simple, unfortunate coincidence. I mean, Liam had his own problems, but he didn't have any problems with the money shock stunt. No.
What do you know about Emma Bowman criticising Liam before his suicide?
I was there. I witnessed it. Well, I know Emma blamed herself for his death.
Did she?
Well, she was upset and all of that, but I wouldn't blame her, Inspector. I really don't think she had anything to do with it at all.
You don't think?
Liam was a very confident person, very outgoing, very strong individual, or so it seemed. I mean, people are free to do what they like. Even something as irreversible as bumping themselves off. Sad though that is, of course.
Why does he have the course? To begin with this, if he thinks that free people are free? Nice. Yeah, I've eaten now too. So a bit more energy. I just need more to drink soon. But it's about half an hour left of the stream at the max. I don't think we'll be able to finish this today either. Sorry about that. Chicken curry dish. She would never get anything like that. Uh-oh. I think she found the bug. Looks like that on her pose. She has like a combat pose. We've asked a lot of people about Emma's guilt, basically.
That's all for the moment.
Hold
Thank
on.
you.
I can show you. Emma's guilt. Or not a lot of people. We can't ask a lot of people, apparently. This is what Ryan replied. That dude we're at right now. Yeah, I was thinking Emma. She was the one that told us about it. So her, Ryan, and Paul. We said we wouldn't say anything to Simon, and we haven't asked James yet. But James, maybe he contradicts himself now. Maybe he says that he witnessed it or something like that. Fuck it, let's try. Yeah, but the reading room was empty.
A few more questions, please.
Okay.
Be back later on, if that's okay.
So he really didn't attempt. Hold on. I think the problem now is that it's becoming so convoluted. There's... Wait. Could I investigate at the back of the pub? There still hasn't been a single thing that I'm supposed to do here. Get detective out, it's OCD.
Ask you a couple more things, please.
Okay, so she wouldn't know anything about that either.
Okay, that's it for now. Thank you.
This just where we always or have been like multiple times already. Yes. Bad OCD. OCD usually is bad. It's a terrible disease to have. This is still where we found James the first time. They're still standing there. They've been standing there for 4 hours or something like that. Okay, so it's pretty obvious that we're supposed to talk to Ryan. What? He's more there before. Were they? What is it? This is still empty, I'm presuming. Yes. Wait, where could I search? Oh shit! Thank you.
That'll come in handy. Don't know why I never remember to buy one.
Finally, we get the flashlight so that we can go behind the pub. Finally! Thank you, Apiku. I didn't see that. I thought it was more noticeable. I remembered it as more noticeable. We're halfway? I think it's only one case, yes.
Well, well. And there's the mask symbol again. Looks like someone's been trying to make a point.
Pictures. No! Quick time event. Don't think there's quick time events in this game. If that's being introduced now,
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
and it's fucking win.
Know anything about these?
Nope.
Yes, it does.
Thank you.
Fuck you,
back
James.
later.
Yeah. First person shooting in this game. He is really the most useless character there is. Okay, let's ask him about
A few
it
more
then.
questions, if you don't mind.
Do you know what these are?
Yes, that's Ryan's car. Another toy he managed to ruin. It was vandalized sometime last year.
Do you know who did it?
I don't believe anybody was ever prosecuted for it.
That doesn't answer the question. Torch is such a weird expression for a flashlight. I think it's her that did it. Her or James. We've actually finished LA Noir too on stream. Last year, I believe. When I did the backlog blues thing.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Yeah, maybe, but that would be weird though. If we haven't seen the person that's responsible.
Couple more questions, if that's okay.
Maybe it's all a dream.
Do you know anything about these?
Nope. Sorry.
Chief.
That's all for the moment, thank you.
Have you seen these before?
No. Don't know the car.
Don't know the car? Really?
Be back later on, if that's okay.
I have sort of... Oh no.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Now this bug has started again. Let's see if this fixes it.
A few more questions, please. Thank you.
Emma seems to be the problem.
Do you know what these are?
Oh, yes, that's my old car. It was vandalized. I took those for the insurance company. Where did you find those?
At the pub. You know who did this?
Yes. A girl called Lisa Blint. She was on the course, very strange girl.
And why did she write the words devil worshippers all over your car?
Well, she was a very strange girl. She had a lot of psychological problems. I'm not entirely sure.
I like it.
I mean, she took a dislike to the course for some particular reason. I couldn't quite put my finger on it. And she asked for a refund. I declined. And she decided to spray her disapproval all over my car.
Odd thing to spray, isn't it, though? Devil worshippers?
Well, she was a very odd girl, Inspector. Maybe she thought it was a way of getting back at us. I have no idea.
Did Rebecca know about it?
Well, yes, she did, but I wasn't about to unleash Rebecca on her. She can be quite fierce sometimes, you know. And I mean, the girl wasn't vindictive. She had psychological problems. She lives in the village, actually. The run-down house at the end of the lane. Can't miss it.
Really? Right, thank you.
So, okay, so we have some obvious...
That's it for the time being, thank
we
you.
have some obvious things to go on. After talking to this dude. Let's ask Rebecca about it first as well. 7:41.
Ask you a couple more things, please.
Have you ever seen these?
It's Ryan's car. It got vandalised last year. His camera had been stolen, so I took pictures. Oh, whoever did it made a mess, didn't they?
But nobody was prosecuted for it.
Not that I remember. The insurance paid out, though.
Wait, did she say that his camera was stolen?
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Jean Grey?
Could that be where Lisa lives? Run-down house at the end of the lane. That's what Ryan said, wasn't it?
Game is interesting though. I still enjoy the game. It's just becoming so much information to remember now. So it's like becoming out of my league.
Is it Lisa?
Yes.
Inspector Jenks, I'm investigating an incident in the village. I wonder if I could ask you a few questions.
What sort of incident?
I'd rather come in and discuss it if that's all right with you. I promise I won't take long. Thank you.
Please don't tell me that I can ask her
just
about
go in here.
every
I have to go
single...
out in a minute.
Oh, look, I can come back later.
I might not be here. What did you want to ask?
I just wanted to ask you, did you know Kate Vine?
No.
Right. Well, I heard that you're familiar with Atlas, the life skills training company.
What do you want to know about Atlas?
Well, I heard you reacted badly to it.
Of course I reacted badly. So would anyone.
Now, why do you say that?
Because they're devil worshippers.
Devil worshippers.
They're making demons appear. They're tricking everybody.
They're getting people to join up, then they're putting demons inside them. You can see them.
See who?
Demons.
Where could you see them?
Hail
In the
Satan!
mirrors.
At Atlas.
Contender
Any
for the best actress in
mirror.
this game.
You can't get rid of them. They stay inside you.
No.
So, how did you get rid of them?
I didn't.
I didn't.
You still see them?
I just don't look. I put all the lights on. I make sure it's all bright. I put them on when I need to look in the mirror. If I make sure everything is bright, I just see myself without seeing the other person.
Who is the other person?
She's like me, but older. It's like her eyes sink in. She's all wrinkled, with a wrinkled mouth, like she's dying. And then I realize
Mother Teresa.
I'm her. I'm not me anymore. I'm her. I'm sorry, I have to go now. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Well, I'll just be in your house then. Motherfucking ghosts. Okay, that was weird. Let me say what he says about this. Probably nope.
Just a few more questions, if you don't mind.
Still stumped.
Do you know anyone who is interested in or involved with devil worship?
Have you met Lisa?
Which Lisa are you talking about?
Mad Lisa. Lives on her own, doesn't like mirrors.
Yeah, I've met her. You think she's mad?
You can't look at yourself in the mirror without seeing ghosts. You've got problems, don't you think?
How do you know her?
She came to the farm for some eggs a couple of times. Got talking to her once, that's all.
And what did she tell you?
Nothing much. Except she thought the devil was after her.
What did you tell her?
Told her the devil needs a good reason to be after you. She was just like most people, really, blind to herself, except she was more extreme. That's all madness is. Being blind to yourself.
What the fuck?
That's all for the moment. Thank you.
Okay, so she has been to her place. His place. Her. People do worship me. Let's ask her first.
Ask about a few more things, please.
Getting heavy now.
Have you ever come across anyone interested in or involved with the occult?
As in black magic? No, why?
Atlas don't use occult techniques or anything like that?
Atlas? Not unless Ryan's got a secret he's not telling me about. Why, who's been talking?
Just a line of inquiry. Okay, thanks.
The Phoenix is inside her. No occult techniques at Atlas. But didn't she say that he was crazy? Or was that... maybe that wasn't her? What? But... okay.
Be back later on, if that's okay.
I'm asking everyone else before the most logical people to
Couple more questions, if
explore
that's
the
okay.
explore the possibilities with.
Have you ever heard about there being devil worship at Atlas?
Devil worship? No. Definitely not. Who said that?
It's just something I heard. Okay, thanks.
Okay, that's it for now. Thank you.
What do you know about devil worship?
Devil worship? Where?
At Atlas.
Devil worship at Atlas? No, there's none of that.
Yeah, so he doesn't know anything about the third eye.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Jean Grey, X-Men, 1999 to 2005. Can't remember if I remember her. Okay.
A few more questions, please.
See now.
Do you know anything about devil worship, Paul?
I beg your pardon?
Devil worship? Satanism?
Am I missing something here?
I heard Atlas had elements of Satanism on the course.
You were misinformed. We're a training company, we're not devil worshippers. What kind of a question is that?
So you've no interest in the occult?
No, Inspector, I have no interest in the occult any more than I have interest in pole vaulting, cheese making, or snake charming.
Quite a bit,
Anything else you want to know that I'm not interested in?
That's fine, thanks.
Okay, so it's probably
you.
going
Probably
to
be
be
back
a
later.
contradiction with Ryan, because he has an interest in Satanism and stuff. He said that he looked and read a lot about Satanism before, but he doesn't do it now. So he's probably going to say that he doesn't either.
Ask you a couple more things, please.
Has devil worship ever been part of the course, Ryan?
Am I correct in assuming that you have spoken to Lisa Blint?
You would be. She's been telling me all about the Atlas obsession with Satanism, Ryan.
Then if you've met Lisa Blint, then you will have worked out for yourself that she has a very vivid imagination. She also has psychological problems, diagnosed psychological problems, as a matter of fact.
So where did she get the idea that you lot were, devil worshippers?
I really have no idea. The girl is insane. She's frightened of her own shadow, bless her. She actually thinks that demons are possessing her even now. You really can't trust a word she says.
So you are saying there has never been any devil worship at Atlas?
I don't even know what devil worship is, Inspector. It's not something I particularly know anything about.
I knew it.
I certainly don't recall anyone ever having worshipped the devil at Atlas. We even tried to help the poor girl by paying for some treatment, but she didn't want it.
Really?
It's not easy to offer someone help when they think that you're the problem.
Where did he...
Aha. So you used to read a lot about voodoo and satanic rituals, but you don't know anything about devil worship?
Well, obviously, I just meant we don't worship the devil. We're not devil worshippers here at Atlas, Inspector. Ridiculous.
But the point is, Ryan, that you claim not to know anything about it, but admitted you were obsessed with it when you were younger. Are you sure none of that made its way onto the Atlas course? And that Lisa isn't basing her beliefs on anything within that course?
Lisa isn't basing her beliefs on anything other than her own imagination, Inspector. Look, we do use some techniques that some students find difficult, disturbing. We encourage them to see things differently, that's all. And some people simply aren't up to that. Some people, like Lisa, that's why we introduced the aptitude test.
What's the aptitude test?
This.
Yeah, maybe it's a possibility.
We ask students to fill in an aptitude test, medical history, psychological issues, that kind of thing, any medication that they have used in the past, any medication that they currently are using. Here, take a look.
That's also true, Peter.
Basically, it's just to try and make sure that we don't get another Lisa.
Has it worked?
Well, touch wood, so far, yes.
Can I keep a copy of this?
I wonder how much importance they actually give to this test. And what are they doing that's so disturbing anyway?
That's all for the moment, thank you.
We have another clue now. Simon is the person that I'm going to go to first. Because now I'm going directly to the source. Even though I said a minute ago I wouldn't. But it's 5 minutes or so left of the stream, so now I'm going directly to the source.
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
Did you do a test before you started at Atlas?
Oh, yeah. It was all just questions about if I had any illnesses or mental health problems or stuff like that, you know. But they didn't actually ask for any proof, so I could have lied through your teeth on that one. Don't think they actually checked.
Interesting.
There might be 2 involved, yeah. Okay.
Be back later on, if that's okay.
Have you seen one of these before?
No, not this one exactly, but we had to fill something similar in on the first night at Atlas. One of those aptitude tests, fitness and stuff like that.
Test asked about general fitness?
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Let's ask Mr. Useless.
A few more questions, if you don't mind. That's it for the time being, thank you.
So she's gone now, right? Yeah.
Couple more questions, if that's okay.
Game is a lot longer than what I thought it would be.
About this, please. It's the Atlas aptitude test.
What do you want to know?
What does it test exactly?
It's a test we introduced to make sure that any students didn't have any major personality problems, skeletons in the cupboard, so to speak. We introduced it because we had a little bit of a problem with one of the students.
Lisa.
You are well informed.
And what do you think it was that disturbed her?
I believe that the course proved to be too demanding for her. We discovered that she had 1 or 2 psychological problems and she couldn't handle it.
And did you change anything else on the course apart from introducing the test?
We increased the entrance age to 21. Well, wasn't much, but it's about the only thing we could do. We didn't want another Lisa. We didn't want students turning around and suing us, did we?
How old was Kate? 94, and when is this supposed to be? Hmm. Hmm. Shit.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Oh! Things are going by so fast now that I can't remember that I haven't asked certain people about certain things. Because there's so much shit now.
A few more questions, please. Thank you.
Look at this.
Do you know anything about this?
It's the aptitude test, isn't it, for Atlas? What do you want to know?
Do you know why it was introduced?
I think they had some trouble with some unsuitable students. I suppose you have to be careful who you work with.
Yeah.
That's all for the moment. Thank you.
Okay, let's call the Chiefy Poos. Or is it any point of calling him now? Because it's 8 o'clock now. 8 p.m. at my place. Oh, Christ.
Jenks, I presume.
Yes, Chief. Bit more news. It turns out Emma was with Liam on the night he died, and she thinks she caused him to commit suicide. She made fun of him, mocked him as part of the course.
Nice of her. Why did she do that?
Requirement of the course, apparently. To say something offensive. It's meant to encourage free thinking.
Interesting opinion. And I suppose the Rams just think that's what, par for the course or something like that, do they?
Well, Paul wasn't too bothered. He claims he didn't know Emma, so couldn't have predicted what she was going to do.
That doesn't wash. What does Emma say about him?
She does not like him. Really doesn't like him.
So she must have known him well enough. How well did he know her?
He claims not very well.
Well, make sure he's telling the truth. Oh, I've got a cup of coffee to make.
Coffee. Yeah, okay. Thanks, Chief.
Bye.
Okay, I'll do this small bit. I'll interrogate this
Ask
guy
you a couple more things,
once
please.
more. So it's supposed to be obvious here somewhere that he knows Emma better than what he's letting on that he does. Hmm. Your lip is bleeding? Why? Oof. Where did he say that the death was unavoidable? Where was that again? Hmm. Boo-moo. Fuck me. Do I have Facebook up? Apparently. Wait. Nah. There you go.
So nobody has ever been affected by auto-hypnosis, except Lisa.
Hypnosis wasn't the problem, Inspector. Lisa was the problem with Lisa. That's why we introduced the test.
But the hypnosis was the trigger, wasn't it?
Lisa arrived on the course believing we were all devil worshippers. She was nuts to start with. We didn't make her like that.
Well, as far as I can tell, Paul, you've had one student accuse you of devil worship and 2 others commit suicide. Some of your students aren't having a very good time on this course, are they?
Nonsense. Kate was enjoying every minute of it. She couldn't get enough of it.
Really?
She was full of the joys of life. Bubbly, confident, flirty.
With who?
You mean with whom?
With whom?
Oh,
Pretty
God.
much everybody. Including me, as I remember.
Really? And, did you respond?
I don't get into relationships with students, Inspector. Company policy. It's not professional.
Interesting admission that Kate flirted with him. There's no way Paul would have turned down an opportunity like that.
Fuck is that supposed to mean? Yeah, we're supposed to... Oh! Shoot! Necklace? Oh.
Aha.
Smart.
You say you didn't know Emma, yet you bought her a freedom necklace.
I don't remember saying anything about buying Emma a necklace.
So you didn't buy her one? So you did buy her one?
So that means you must have known her, and quite well too.
Stop making such a big thing about this, Inspector. Look, I've been around a few years. The clock is ticking. And I admit
Apparently.
I have an embarrassing weakness for attractive women. It was a stupid mistake. But that's all it was.
So you're saying you tried it on with her?
No, I didn't try it on. I bought her a necklace. I'm not aware that there's a law against buying presents unless, of course, the Third Reich has been elected while I was at a bridge party. Emma was old enough to make decisions for herself. And as a matter of fact, she decided that she didn't want to be bothered with an old fool like me. So nothing happened, no mistakes, nobody got hurt. All right.
Like father, like son. No surprises there. I wonder how many students Paul has tried it on with.
Where's the fuck thing? There we go. Where did that put itself?
Aha.
So
Yeah, I
you
just thought
avoid
about the two.
relationships with students, except for Emma, who you tried to date.
Oh, come on, Inspector, that was a long time ago.
And what about Kate Vine? Did you try to date her or not?
Oh, don't be so ridiculous, Inspector. Kate was an exceptionally
Shit.
clever girl. She knew exactly what she
8:10
wanted.
now.
And she knew how to get it.
You mean that Kate approached you?
It wouldn't surprise me if she was playing everyone in the group. Kate had more enemies than you'd think. She was a very, very manipulative young woman.
$10 o'clock, it's getting late. I'm gonna have to pick up the pace if I'm gonna solve this by midnight.